Hello again, wrestling fans, and welcome to another edition of the Ontario Indy Road Trip. This week, we're going to cover all the events happening tonight, February 7th, until February 17th, Family Day. We'll be right back with this week's calendar. Our first stop on this Indy road trip is right here in my hometown of London, Ontario, as tonight, Smash Wrestling returns to Fanshawe College for new beginnings. The night will start off with a 6-person tag team match featuring students from the Tyson Dukes Wrestle Factory. It'll mark the debut of Jay Loon as he teams up with Ethan Dukes and Chris Mitchells, taking on the tag team of Bella Bronx, Rodney Matthews, and Michael Grayson. Then, Smash Wrestling Tag Team Championships will be on the line as Halal Beefcake put them up against Death Threat Army. The lifeguard Joshua Pine faces Psycho Mike Rollins. The last time these two crossed paths, Pine needed to rescue Mike from drowning in a kiddie pool. One half of the revolt, Jordan James, will step into the ring to face one of the pillars, the endorsement, Sebastian Suave.
You know, a lot can happen in just 2 short years, especially in the wrestling business. Just 2 short years ago, I wasn't even in this business. I was just a fan watching from the sidelines. And as I went to every single independent wrestling show that I could, I knew one day without a shadow of a doubt that Smash Wrestling was the company that I wanted to work for. So this past Christmas, to be standing in the ring with the partner that I debuted with, Jordan James, and be holding those Smash Wrestling tag team titles above our heads, it felt like validation. And not even just that, to look out into the crowd and see all my friends and family that I had shared, all these good times and beers and laughs with, but that felt like validation as well. So to have those title belts just taken off us, 30 minutes after we had won them? And for me to not even be able to get Jordan James on the phone, I don't know if anybody has gotten a hold of this guy. I now, for the first time in my short career, have to look at myself and figure out where we're going to go from here. Because I don't know what the state of the revolt is. I have no idea. That's all anybody asks me. Where's Jordan? What's the revolt at? What's your next move? I have no idea. Which brings me to this Friday and my opponent, Tarek. Now, Tarek, last time you and I were in the ring together, you nearly took my head off with a guillotine knee while my trainer held me in a Boston Crab. Now, if you think I've just forgotten that or just displaced it from my memory, you're sadly mistaken, Tarek. And if you think this Friday is just going to be an easy day at the office, my man, you better pack a lunch because it's going to be a long night. You need to look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, who needs this match more, me or you? Because this Friday, you better bet your ass that I'm coming for your head.
The other half of the revolt, Alec Realm, will face another pillar, one-on-one, in Tarek. The Smash Wrestling Championship will be on the line as the remix, Kevin Bennett, returns to London to defend against Brent Money Banks.
You know what? I don't need a setup. I don't need a props. I don't need smoke. I don't need mirrors. I don't need any of the lighting. I don't need no backdrops. I got my school right here. That's all I need. This is all I need to do. I got to be real. I'm going to be real with you people. I'm going to be real with you, Mason. I'm going to be really real. And the way I'm going to be real with you is I'm going to end this. On Friday, this Friday, I'm done. I'm done playing. I'm done messing with you. All the cutesy little whips, all the cutesy little jumps and knees that you do, your pretty little knees, your little flippy kicks. I don't care what you bring to the table. Bring it on. Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, and the smoke clears, and the dust settles, and all the other cliche nonsense that professional wrestlers say, it's done. There's no more to it. It's a street fight. I'm a wrestler. This is what I do. I wrestle. That's more dangerous than anything you could put on the street. Because when I grab you and I throw you and I make sure that you don't get up, that'll be the end of it. Plain and simple.
And the blow-off to their feud that has been going since the Northern Tournament and hit a fever pitch when Tyson Dukes went after Carter Mason's mom at Super Showdown in August. It'll be Tyson Dukes and Carter Mason facing off in a street fight. The winner of this match will become the new #1 contender for the Smash Wrestling Championship and will face the champion, whoever that may be, on February 23rd in Toronto for any given Sunday 8. If you're not near London, Ontario for Smash Wrestling, you can always head to Barrie, Ontario for Hustle Brand Wrestling with an Ode to No One happening tonight, February 7th. Anton Alexiev will face BMD. Addy Starr will go against Nova. In triple threat action, Danhausen, Pretty Ricky, and Holden Albright will battle it out. In a fatal doorway match, Puff faces hacker Scotty O'Shea. Jody Threat will face Mark Wheeler. Daniel Garcia battles Alexia Nicole, and Ridley faces Gabriel Froeza. Great wrestling action is coming to the Rock Pile in Toronto as Championship Wrestling from Ontario brings their show on February 9th with My Bloody Valentine. Then, on Thursday the 13th, they'll present Thursday Night Slam. On Friday, February 14th, Crossbody Pro Wrestling will be presenting Showcase 29 at the Academy in Kitchener. And on Saturday, February 15th, Crossbody Pro Wrestling presents Family Day Feud 4. It also includes a special charity event for Rich Swann. Kobe Durst faces off against Aiden Prince. The tag team titles will be on the line as the Empire defend against Stone and Blake 182. The Internet Championship will be on the line as Pretty Ricky faces off against Alessandro Del Bruno. In six-man tag team action, the Dirty Vets, along with Brandon Tidwell, face the Henshaws and Mr. Hamill. Psycho Mike Rollins faces Dan Housen. Gabriel Froeza takes on Daniel Garcia. The Women's Championship will be defended in a triple threat match featuring champion Alexia Nicole, Crystal Moon, and Veda Scott. Holden Albright will defend his Crossbody Pro Wrestling Championship against Speedball Mike Bailey. Also, during the Family Day Feud 4, Crossbody Pro Wrestling will be holding a special auction to raise funds for Rich Swann. He recently was injured in the ring and required surgery. His friends have stepped up to help raise money to cover his medical bills. Some of the items you can bid on include trunks worn by Ben Ortmans, shirts and masks donated by Madman Fulton, one of 3 different ring jackets worn by Jake Christ, 6-month training program from Crossbody Pro Wrestling, an autographed Rich Swann figure, a Kenny Omega pop figure, the Young Bucks pop figures, and a signed Sami Callihan jacket from when he was Solomon Crow in NXT. You can place your bids online until the end of the event on February 15th. Also on Saturday, February 15th, Balor's Pro Wrestling presents a stack card featuring the students of the Battle Arts Academy in Mississauga, Ontario. You'll see Sexy Stan Smith face off against Freedom Wallace. Divya Chan challenges Amy Crimson for the Women's Championship. Sylvain Terralt takes on the British brawler Ad Hutchinson. For the Tag Team Championships, former WWE Tag Team Crime Time battles Mike DeRossi and Joe Mack. Matt Black goes against Timmy O'Connor, and James Runyon takes on Cadman Turner. Pro Wrestling Ontario returns to Burlington for House of Fire. They'll feature qualifying matches for the Iron Cup. In qualifying matches, you'll see Randy Bino versus Matt Cash, Liam Wildside versus Wade Allen, Ricky Stardust versus Steve Brown, Shawnee Moe versus Evan Greenaway, Jake Jones versus Clay Wilson, Devin Parkside versus hacker Scotty O'Shea. You'll also see, for the number 1 contendership to the Trios Championship, the Meat Pack facing off with Airstrike and Scumbag Yates. The winner of that match will eventually get a title shot against the winners of the Trios Championship match featuring the Empire defending against Absolute Anarchy. And the main event will see the Openweight Championship defended in a triple threat match with Tyler Hill facing Chris Logan and Taylor K. Dean. On Sunday, February 16th, Courage Pro Wrestling presents the Hamilton Heritage Rumble. In mixed tag team action, you'll see Mercy and Warhead face off against Rex Atkins and CC Moss. Hacker Scotty O'Shea takes on Aiden Prince. For the final time in Courage Pro Wrestling Sabrina Kyle defends the CPW Championship against Steve Brown. Eazy-E Eric Carney defends the Hamilton Heritage Championship against Rip Impact. Then, it's the Heritage Rumble featuring Chris Logan, The Lost One, Geminis, Safe Travis Moore, JT Kirk, Mike Forte, Gunnar Lang, Clay Wilson, Mark Shaw, Gregory Iron, Tyler Arrow, Matthew Grant, Austin Graves, The Cadet, Justin Sane, Evan Greenaway, and Crystal Moon. Plus, the special guest general manager for the night will be Steven. Later on in the afternoon of February 16th, Alpha One Wrestling presents Deadly Encounter in Hamilton, Ontario. The Zero Gravity title will be on the line as the Dad faces off against Trey Miguel. There'll be a 4-way tag team elimination match featuring the Originals, Space Pirates, Fight or Flight, and Sad Buds. There'll also be a triple threat match featuring Josh Alexander, Lane, and Velasquez. Punk Rock Pussycats face off against Veda Scott and Kylie Ray in tag team action. For the Outer Limits title, it'll be on the line in a hardcore 4-way elimination match, and Holden Albright will defend against Ryan, Steve Brown, and Justice. Warhorse defends the IWTV title against Speedball Mike Bailey. All Ego Ethan Page will have a huge announcement, and Gregory Iron will challenge Mark Wheeler for the Alpha Male Championship. On Monday, February 17th, Snowman Mania brings Family Day Fury to Wasaga Beach, featuring a battle royal for a shot at the Canadian Heavyweight Championship held by Cody Deaner. Our final stop on this Ontario Indy road trip takes us back to the Rock Pile in Toronto as Championship Wrestling from Ontario presents Family Day action on February 17th. Thank you once again for joining me for this look at the events happening throughout Ontario on the independent wrestling scene. Be sure to catch great independent wrestling action wherever it's coming to your neighborhood, or be sure to hop in a car, bus, or train to catch all the great action happening around this great province. Support independent wrestling, and until next time, we'll see you next week.